Uncover the real story. Stay composed. Seek the truth. Maintain composure at all times. Stay level-headed throughout. Keep your cool consistently.
Let it go.
Boxing's landscape shifts dramatically when loyalty crumbles and two generational legends collide, creating unprecedented tension within the sport. Floyd Mayweather Jr., the unbeaten champion who revolutionized contemporary boxing, now faces one of his most emotionally complex challenges. Ironically, this pressure doesn't originate from an opponent across the ring, but emerges from his former inner circle. Gervonta Davis, the gifted fighter Mayweather once guided and nurtured, has transformed from a promising pupil into a formidable adversary. Their previous mentor-protégé bond has morphed into fierce competition. This confrontation carries profound personal significance that transcends mere athletic rivalry. Central to this drama stands Calvin Ford, the seasoned trainer instrumental in crafting Gervonta Tank Davis's boxing ascension. Ford's recent partnership with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mayweather Promotions has amplified already volatile tensions. What began as verbal sparring between Floyd and Gervonta Davis quickly intensified into aggressive shouting before escalating to physical altercation. This shocking incident stunned the boxing world. The conflict transcends simple ego clashes, revealing complex dynamics around authority, power, and allegiance. Everything traces back to one controversial decision that split perspectives. Some interpret it as smart business strategy, while others view it as ultimate betrayal. Calvin Ford, who steadfastly supported Tank through every developmental phase, recently joined Mayweather Promotions amid significant controversy. Though potentially sound financially, Gervonta Davis perceived this transition as trust violation.
He been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
What amplifies this situation's gravity is Calvin Ford's true significance in Gervonta Davis's professional journey. He's not merely background support, but the pivotal architect who molded Tank into today's most devastating punchers. From Baltimore's rough training facilities to packed arenas with thunderous crowds, their partnership was forged through loyalty, dedication, and mutual hardship. Eventually, their bond appeared indestructible, resembling an immovable cornerstone.
You want to see you as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran there.
Gervonta Davis has consistently demonstrated that his connection with Floyd Mayweather Jr. contained underlying friction. He repeatedly voiced beliefs that Floyd sought excessive control over his professional trajectory, while failing to acknowledge his substantial growth as both athlete and seasoned competitor.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for.
The explosive encounter between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis reportedly ignited during a public charity function in Las Vegas. What was designed to celebrate community service and philanthropic efforts suddenly shifted in an unexpected direction. Gervonta Davis ultimately approached Floyd Mayweather Jr. face-to-face, with recording devices documenting the encounter as he voiced frustrations about Floyd recruiting Calvin Ford into his organization. The discussion rapidly intensified emotionally as Tank blamed Floyd for dividing him from his most trusted ally and suggested Floyd couldn't accept his independent achievements. Floyd, known for defending his position in any confrontation, fired back instantly. He referenced his own contribution to Tank's early development and questioned whether Calvin Ford's participation would genuinely alter their relationship dynamics. Tensions escalated as both men spoke simultaneously, generating visible strain and disorder among nearby observers.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as.
What started as intense verbal confrontation rapidly escalated to physical contact. Suddenly, Gervonta Davis made bodily contact with Floyd Mayweather Jr., and chaos immediately erupted. Both entourages rushed forward, attempting separation and de-escalation, but the situation had already spiraled beyond control. Within seconds, complete pandemonium broke loose. Available footage captures Tank throwing strikes toward Floyd's associates while Floyd himself was restrained by security forces working to restore order to the mayhem.
Bitch, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker. I'm gonna motherfucker. Bitch, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? I know the fuck they think they're playing with. I don't play your motherfucking face. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
Calvin Ford, present at the event, tried mediating to calm the explosive confrontation. Unfortunately, his intervention only heightened emotions as Gervonta Davis turned his fury toward Ford, condemning him for betraying their partnership and choosing opposition. The disturbance continued for several intense minutes, with emotions remaining unrestrained. Finally, security successfully separated all involved parties and established control over the volatile situation.
Waiting to sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally, you know what I'm saying?
After the incident, Gervonta Davis spoke to supporters via live Instagram stream, directly addressing recent events. During his statement, he condemned Floyd Mayweather Jr. for attempting continued control over his professional path, and expressed frustration about inability to advance independently. He mentioned how the controversy diverted focus from his upcoming bout with Lamont Roach Jr., emphasizing his concentration should center on preparation and training rather than external disruptions. Despite surrounding turmoil, Tank insisted he could handle mounting pressure while maintaining sharp focus. Don't miss this anticipated showdown.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said,
do you believe it felt like disrespect, like he was undermining you somehow?
Like he was going at me. He was going at me. Yeah. And I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And y'all just, and I'm just releasing
That's
it on
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
As tensions begin settling, focus turns toward broader consequences for Gervonta Davis's career trajectory. With Calvin Ford now partnered with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Tank faces challenges beyond his next ring opponent. He's managing outside pressures and mounting questions about his performance without key figures from his original support network. His upcoming battle with Lamont Roach Jr. amplifies this period's importance. Roach represents genuine competition, and this matchup holds substantial implications for Davis's current career phase. Despite surrounding distractions, Davis has consistently established his reputation through explosive ring displays. He remains boxing's most feared finishers, maintaining an unblemished record packed with conclusive knockout victories. Many fans reference his devastating body shot against Ryan Garcia as a perfect demonstration of his power and precision, explaining his status as one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. For Tank, every ring appearance extends beyond securing wins. It's an opportunity to cement his standing and deliver emphatic statement performances.
Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good.
This element makes the upcoming fight particularly fascinating. Gervonta Davis enters as overwhelming favorite, but the significance extends far beyond record improvement. For Davis, victory represents validation, proving to doubters and confirming to himself that he remains his weight class's dominant force with unmatched skills when performing optimally. Lamont Roach Jr. lacks Gervonta Davis's explosive knockout reputation, but builds his approach around accuracy and technical mastery. He's recognized for counterpunching timing and seamless range management, abilities that can disturb aggressive opponents and disrupt their natural flow. Roach has extensively analyzed Davis, studying his patterns to discover exploitable opportunities during their encounter. At their face-off, he clearly communicated that he doesn't consider himself another stepping stone in Davis's journey, or someone destined for highlight reel elimination.
In the ceiling, but nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to pin humility, hot the back, oh, get it on the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute, then reaping the benefits. I'm asleep in the pelican as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another feet, I'm killing it. Cause even if I gotta end up needing a pelican, even ketamine.
With Calvin Ford no longer in his immediate corner, attention shifts to how Gervonta Davis will adjust under fresh guidance. Initial reports suggest Derek James might assume head coaching responsibilities, bringing different methodologies to training and fight preparation. James earns high praise for technical knowledge and disciplined coaching philosophy. He's also directly connected to several Davis opponents through his work with fighters like Frank Martin, creating interesting strategic elements during this transition. Everyone needs to monitor these developments closely.
Yeah. He was a Golden Glove champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like, I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad if you're going to add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you got to understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing. And
Yeah.
listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis. Right?
Yeah, the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, like
They
135?
sparred before the same weight. Yeah, same weight.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before. Yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I mean, I know him, you know, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, will be probably the toughest.
Calvin Ford's choice to align with Mayweather Promotions has generated numerous unresolved questions. Professionally, it signifies substantial opportunity, positioning him within boxing's most influential networks. Simultaneously, it carries obvious personal costs, especially increasing strain in his relationship with Gervonta Davis.
The thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows.
Calvin Ford has maintained relative public silence regarding his recent choice, but sources familiar with the circumstances suggest the decision stems from professional advancement rather than personal feelings. According to private discussions, Ford reportedly sees this change as a chance to assume greater responsibility within boxing's hierarchy, collaborating more closely with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the broader Mayweather promotion structure. He views this move as expanding his influence and operating on boxing's biggest stage.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Mayweather Promotions represents one of boxing's most prominent organizations, established through Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s leadership and vision throughout the years. It has earned recognition for extensive industry relationships and participation in major championship events.
So his lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lived.
Nevertheless, this transition isn't viewed purely as straightforward career progression. Growing speculation suggests Calvin Ford may have become increasingly concerned by recent instability surrounding Gervonta Davis behind the scenes. Davis has encountered multiple legal complications, including court appearances and ongoing media scrutiny focused on his personal circumstances. These matters have maintained his public visibility for reasons extending beyond his boxing achievements inside the ring.
Battery, domestic violence. Put your hands behind your back. You got handcuffs? Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me about her.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't.
Partnering with Mayweather Promotions could represent Calvin Ford's move toward greater professional stability, providing opportunities within more structured and established frameworks. Industry observers suggest this consistency level hasn't always been easily maintained in Gervonta Davis's environment, whose career frequently attracts attention outside boxing and faces constantly shifting circumstances.
He didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You're worried about your living conditions.
Sources indicate Gervonta Davis has reacted intensely to recent developments, with associates describing combined frustration and betrayal. From his viewpoint, Calvin Ford's decision represents a clear loyalty shift toward Floyd Mayweather Jr. Unconfirmed reports suggest Davis was already troubled by speculation that Ford might have been sharing strategic insights or training information within Mayweather's organization. While nothing has received official verification, Ford's formal Mayweather Promotions Association has reportedly intensified these worries, further damaging an already deteriorating relationship between both camps.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
Listen, a father figure, and then what's conflict between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis continues unfolding. It has emerged as boxing's most discussed storyline in recent years. What seemed like standard professional separation has expanded into deeply personal and heavily publicized warfare, with reputations and lasting legacies at stake. Davis has prompted fans and analysts to question what genuinely destroyed their relationship. Multiple claims and speculation circulate throughout social media and online forums, yet little has received official confirmation from either party.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him.
Another layer adds even greater complexity to these circumstances. Gervonta Davis has reportedly hinted at deeper frustrations developing privately, suggesting his problems with Floyd Mayweather Jr. transcend typical disagreements over boxing strategy or promotional guidance. Considering Floyd's established industry reputation, attention surrounding this conflict seems inevitable. Beyond recognition as boxing's finest fighters, he's known for maintaining strict control over his associates and operating through highly organized approaches to professional and personal business matters. With emotions escalating and speculation spreading rapidly across social platforms, the situation has become a widespread discussion topic. Fans continue examining every interview, public appearance, and circulating rumor, attempting to distinguish truth from conjecture.
Yes. We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and I said what I...
Entered Gervonta Davis, the explosive talent who built impressive momentum inside the ring while functioning within the Mayweather framework. Recently, however, focus surrounding him has expanded well beyond his ring accomplishments. Heightened online speculation and social media conversations have attracted additional scrutiny.
I already knew about all that. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
That concludes today's analysis. If you found this examination valuable, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and activate notifications to stay current with upcoming content. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm genuinely curious about your perspective on these developments. Thanks for your attention, and I'll see you in our next discussion.